Hello, I am called Tim, and I'm trying to represent reality in a society full of illusions. And today I'll be talking about the story of the NBA banning LA Clippers owner Don Sterling, and what the NBA actually did, which is nothing. Officially, they banned Don Sterling from attending games, coming to any arena, and partaking of any NBA games for life. Now, the NBA players and the LA Clippers players were satisfied with that, and I'll get to the reason why they were satisfied with that later. The LA Clipper coach, Doc Rivers, came out and said that he's glad that it's over. What's over? The Clippers still play for a man who considers them his slaves, which he's right to because he owns the team and therefore he owns the players. And when you live in a society such as this one, which is a plantation society, don't ever think that it's anything other than that. It was founded that way, it was created to be that way, and to be maintained that way. And we all agree to keep it that way. The slaves on the plantation are keeping it that way, and the owners are keeping it that way. Sterling just told the truth, and it got out. And the NBA had to do something because so many of us on the internet have been saying for years that black people are still slaves. We don't have any systems or institutions of our own, so that's what makes you a slave. We have no control of nothing. That makes us slaves. Money doesn't make you free. Control makes you free. If you have a lot of money but still can't control aspects of your life, you're not free. So he told the truth, but the NBA had to do something because you could not allow the reality that we're on a plantation uh, fester and start to take root in the society. Because the way you keep a modern plantation going is to push the illusion that everyone is free. And that way you have people volunteering to stay on the plantation a lot of times without knowing it. Now, they banned him. My question was, how are you going to uphold this ban? Are you going to be able to do that? No, you can't. You're going to have someone at every game, at every arena, at every moment. If he wants to go to another owner's skybox, are you going to say, now that owner's banned? How are you going to do it? Okay, suppose he doesn't go to a game. Who cares? He still owns the team, which, like I said, means you really did nothing. Now, why did the NBA and the black players and the black coach accept this? Well, I don't think this is a secret, so I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Black people are comfortable in their slavery. Black people are comfortable with what they have, even though we get the short stick or short end of the stick on this plantation. We're comfortable as long as you give us a little bit of something. And it's not just black people either. It's working class people of all types. And it's even mid-range supervisors, because they're nothing but clerks on the plantation. Police officers, firefighters, they're overseers on the plantation. All of us are being screwed. But we have a little something, so we're comfortable with that. Blacks are also addicted to money and physical comfort. They don't want to be discomforted. And if they have to sit out games, they're going to lose money, and they may be sued and they may be fined, and they don't want to do that. They want to keep 3 houses that they have, or mansions that they have, 10 cars that they have, and all these outrageous things that they buy. They want it because it makes them feel better about themselves. And they don't want to give that up. So the NBA actually did nothing. Black players did nothing. and the fans are going to do nothing. And here's the thing. You black NBA players, you can be replaced. Because the fans will never stop watching the game because we watch the game to escape the realities of our lives. And this is another problem of the plantation, the modern plantation. You're on the plantation, you know you're a slave, you know it sucks, but you don't want to think about it, so you engage in entertainment, which is what sports is. And so it's a nice cycle. Everyone's in agreement. They're just upset because they're embarrassed that he told the truth. And this society, because it's in such a state of illusion or delusion, when reality pokes its head out, it gets annoyed, it gets frazzled, it gets confused, it gets jumbled up, and it gets upset, and it attacks. Because when you pierce a bubble of illusion, you're causing struggle. Now people have to think, okay, what is it? Okay, all right, I am a slave. Why am I a slave? Why do I like being this way? I shouldn't like being this way. It's inhumane to live like this. Oh, now I got to do something. I got to educate my own children. Huh? I have to figure out how to get my own food. I have to create my own transportation system. I don't want to do that. I'd rather have someone do it for me. And by the way, there's only one ethnic group in this country that does that, that has someone doing everything for them, and that's blacks. You think about it. Every single black institution is controlled by white people or white money. Not because there's some conspiracy to keep us down or anything like that. No. Black people aren't interested in maintaining any institution for themselves. And I know. I speak to educated blacks with masters. I've spoken to blacks with PhDs, and they do not want to create a new system. Anytime I introduce the idea that we should have our own new system, they say it's not feasible. How can we scale it up? It's easy to work within the system. And I tell them, well, the system hasn't been working for you since integration. For 40, 50 years, it hasn't produced anything beneficial for your community. They can never answer me back, but they still want to work in the other system, which is another thing that black people have. We're cowards. For the most part, we're just afraid. We're afraid of everything. We're afraid to be uncomfortable. We're afraid to lose our pay. Even when the pay doesn't cover all the bills, we still want it. So we're cowardly, childlike, disinterested in everything people. That's what we are. Donald Sterling just said it. It got out. Now the world knows it. Not that they didn't know it before, but now it is on the record as an official statement that this is what you black people are, and black people are going along with it by being satisfied with this band that's not really a band. Okay? This was my first live hangout. I enjoyed it. If any of the viewers would like to chime in and say something, or anyone in the chat room would like to chime in and say something, speak now. Going once, going twice. Until tomorrow at 1 p.m., please choose reality.